All right, Cyber Traders, welcome on back here this Thursday, March 2nd, shortly after 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome on back here for our afternoon meeting. We got to be quick. We got class coming up on ahead here, folks. The Phase 3 stock course, but getting the hot tag. Maybe not so much a hot tag. I knew I was doing this one at least a month ahead of time, but great to see Leda, Jeff, John, Milton, and all of us just joining us inside our live trading room. So I will be teaching the Phase 3 class coming up later on today, folks. I think going forward, I'll be doing one a pop. So probably the afternoon class, whether it be the first day, the second day. So here we are. Great to see Felix as well. And with that in mind, the CDIO making another big pop, ended up just holding perfectly over the VWAP there, and then just led to the next wave up here. So yeah, I'm going to put this on our list to begin. The gift that seemingly keeps on giving, right? CDIO. We'll look to see if this could break higher over 8. The thing is, on this chart, I kind of just noticed this now for the first time. Maybe I should have noticed this yesterday, but yesterday it wasn't necessarily, running up like the way it is right now. So, the stock's getting pretty close to all-time highs, isn't it? I didn't really realize. Back on the weekly chart from last year, all-time high 1025. It still has a ways to go to get to there, mind you. But, looking at the run it's had yesterday into today, getting closer. So, yeah, I'll put CDIO on our list at least to start, even if it doesn't hit the all-time high today or tomorrow. I mean, it's already made a phenomenal move. So let's just hope it sustains here across the afternoon. Higher lows, continuing to push up. Hell, honestly, on this pop here, this might be getting halted pretty soon. I mean, I wasn't expecting the pop over 8 as quick as it just did here. So let's see if 8 could become support. But nonetheless, if it keeps popping at this pace, I mean, we could see a halt pretty soon. Shakedown will probably kill that there temporarily, but either way, nice move so far. All right, so with that in mind, though, let's go from top to bottom. So I want to make sure our students, let alone myself, have enough time to prep, get ready, figure out where your iceberg levels are, and we'll do that here, to a small degree. But let's try and build up our list here. DHC cheapy. This stock ended up making a nice move across the morning. Ended up topping off a little after 10:30. Just tried to make a second little move right now, but I'm not buying it. I'll pass on that trade. I'll pass on this trade. The RKDA ended up making a really big pop. As you could see, I didn't really notice this until late morning. So ended up topping off around 19 bucks, a little under that, and then pulled back. So again, we're not trying to hold on to these trades all throughout the day. Don't need to trade the craziest. Don't need to trade the one that's up the most to make your days pay. Hey, DM, looking at this trade, it's still looking pretty healthy. Higher low just recently off of, 195 or so, pushing back up to 2. So I don't mind putting this on our main list again. It was one from the pre-market, one from the morning at least, and made a nice little run at first. Popped in pre-market, then broke higher heading into the late morning, early afternoon there. It was like prior to 12, but ended up popping pretty nicely. Nice pop and drop, but let's see if this can keep going from now. Not really much of a decisive iceberg on the ask outside of what's at 2. So if it pops 2, you have a little volume at 205, a little at 210 here generally. All right, we keep going. BRTX, we're not going to follow. I followed this from the morning. We traded it from the morning, did pretty well, but now, as you can see, pretty flat here on the 1 minute. So, all right, we keep going. ONCS, I saw this right before the meeting started. I was excited to see if this would, hold higher lows and make the run up, but obviously did not do that. Ended up pulling right back down below or at, critical resistance off of 256. That's a huge red flag for right now to begin with. And if it breaks under 250, then this could easily look to, try and fill the gap on the way down, heading into the close and then heading into tomorrow, perhaps. All right. GLTB. Nice little move here out of nowhere this afternoon. What the heck is this? GitHub? Ooh, okay. Or GitLab. Okay. I think I know who this is or what this company does, but nonetheless, nice squeeze from the 43 level up about 10 points higher. Obviously, I'll say thin liquidity on the book, but for the price, that's kind of expected. So, yeah, I'll definitely put this on our list, but it's definitely more of a level 4 or 5 trade, if anything. Keep it going. The GOTU. I think I skipped over this one. I may have skipped over this here. Got you. Ended up popping earlier today. It's one that we've had our eyes on for so long now. Chinese education company ended up getting crushed like a year or two ago, down 65, 67%. This weekly bar, I'd be led to believe is the day there or the week there. But nonetheless, though, I mean, this has been a pretty decisive gap fill opportunity heading into the end of last year into January. Now it's trying to test those highs right now. So, it's not the fastest moving trade looking at the 1 minute chart, but it's just only a few cents off from the high. So it's right where we want to see it. All right, so we got four good ones to begin with. I mean, really, I don't want to build up too big of a watch list. Markets are at the highs, so there could be something, pretty healthy on its own. ZUO, nice chart, but not really trading a whole lot of volume per minute. Salesforce CRM, this one dropped off after the open. A little bounce recently, but pretty expensive. Macy's, dead. Not going anywhere, that trade. All right, the AI stocks. That's right. BBAI, one of them. AI, another. And then SOUN. We've been following these for like a month now, or a little over a month. So I don't know. It seems like the only one that's making a good move is that BBAI trade. I'm trying to retrace back up towards 3. I know it's making some good headway. It's not really trading a whole lot of volume per minute recently, like since the afternoon. So that's the only thing that's kind of scaring me off this trade. Just not really like big money trading the stock, it seems. But yeah, I'll keep it on the side list though. All right, just to wrap up the gainers end here, then we'll hop over to the loser side. Got SI down big. I know Milton and Rich were talking about the CDNA from earlier. I don't know what happened on that one. We'll check out the CDNA. This thing got clobbered. We'll check that out in a moment. SI for right now. It's at the lows, at all-time lows. If you could short it, then put it on your list. We ended up doing well early this morning on the dead cat bounce, right off the low of the day. They're off 680 at first, big iceberg level, that and 7, but ended up leading to a good squeeze early. But since, obviously, only dropped off lower, ended up holding underneath previous all-time low, and then from there dropped off. That purple line you could see. But yeah, I mean, hey, not everyone's going to be able to short this. I mean, it's probably going to be really difficult to get shares, probably like a prop firm or something. Like if you got that, maybe, listen, I'm not going to down talk the short. If you could short it, then give it a shot. Maybe if you're on Interactive Brokers, because I know they have like the best short inventory base out of all of the major brokerage firms out there. Hey, give it a shot if you could. If not, though, then I don't know how likely it's going to make as good of a squeeze now at this point. So I'd focus mainly on the short for this one, if anything. ZIMV. I didn't notice this until now. Dropped off heading into the mid-afternoon. Spreads aren't bad. Liquidity's kind of thin, though. I mean, if this could break lower right now and pull back, then I wouldn't mind it. It's technically easy to borrow on my platform, but I'll write it down on the side list, kind of keep it with the BBAI, like kind of secondary protocol right there. This CDNA. Let's go to CDNA here. What the heck happened here? And I just pull up Benzinga Pro on my other screen, check the news on CDNA. Milt said there was no news out on this thing. Let's take a look. Looks like from this week, if anything, they reported earnings on Monday afternoon. CDNA got some downgrades and lowering of price targets from Craig Hallam and Goldman Sachs. That was on Tuesday. Yeah, I don't really see much out there. So, I mean, somebody knows something, right? So, yeah, I'll put this on our main list easily and probably at the top of our watch list going into the close. It actually is down enough, percentage-wise to look for a dead cat bounce, and it's already bounced up pretty nicely off the lows. But, we'll see where this could take us here heading into class time. We got about 25 minutes anyway till we begin the phase 3 class. So we'll look for the iceberg levels after we finish up this meeting. I'll plot some lines on my chart. I'll jump in the classroom early, and we'll try and make some good headway on this trade. All right, we keep it going. PSTG, not much doing there right now. We keep it going. Snowflake, nice short from the morning. Ended up making a nice little dead cat bounce, though, heading into the afternoon. A little expensive for my liking here. And you could probably say the same on this Wolf stock, but nice dead cat bounce on this for the afternoon. If you got in off like 67 or the break off the highs roughly under 68, nice trade. Nice trade. All right. I don't really see much else that meets the eye, though. I mean, we got the CDIO, we got the DM, we got the GOTU, we got SI, we got CDNA, not to be confused with CDIO, and then also the GTLB one. All right. So, let me know if there's anything else up, down, left, right that I'm missing, folks. That I missed from Wendy Billy. Let's take a look at BILI. Yeah, I mean, it's moving up pretty nicely. It's up big. It's at the highs, making a pretty strong run right now. So I'll add this. Now, and yank my own leash here as I say that, because if there's going to be a lot that looks like this, then we're not going to add everything else. XPEVs like kind of slumping off there, not really looking that great. From Andre Carvana, CVNA, not to be confused with CDNA. Space those out for my own self there. Yeah, I mean, looks really nice. I don't know why I missed this trade. Maybe it just wasn't up enough on the gainer side as I went through. Yeah, that's it. Good shout. I like it. It's one that we're familiar with also. So I'm going to lean more towards the ones that look like this, but also ones that we're familiar with like this. So Billy, CVNA, two good ones for right now. AMC is going nowhere. Neo's been a slow poke for a little while. It's at the highs, but I'm not following it. GM maybe it's up 1%. Looks all right on the graph, but I'll pass. Shopify, same deal. I'll tell you. I mean, we got him good. Nice calls from Andre and Wendy. Just going to check Benzinga Pro lastly here. MTC. It looks like it's finally starting to make a nice comeback. Dropped off in pre-market and got clobbered after the open, but it's moving back up towards 2. We'll see if we can make a move. I don't mind slipping this just on the back end of our list. Now, I'll tell you, though, at this point, we have a pretty big list here now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 stocks to work with. 9 stocks in total. All right, so I'm going to stop it right now. We don't really need to put much else on there. We got a good list here. All right. So from this point, folks, let me ask for all of us inside the live trading room, any of our gold, platinum, diamond students, let me just ask who is joining me in the Phase 3 class coming up at 3:05 Eastern. Type letter Y in the chat board just if you are. Wendy, Leda, Felix, Carol, Charles. No pressure, folks. If you're at the trade heading into the close yourself, absolutely. But Phase 3 is all we're doing. We're just trading going into the market close. So you're getting the chance to see myself pull the trigger, especially if you have not done coaching with me or you're not in our coaching program actively right now. This will be as good of a chance, if anything. So I look forward to it. But if you're joining me in class, make sure that you kind of leave the trading room to the side, close the trading room out. Let's have our focus kind of fully on class coming up ahead, folks. All right. I look forward to it. For all of us in social media, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube, as always, I appreciate you folks joining us each and every day, each and every afternoon. I made sure to get water before this one. Shoot me a quick email. Let me know if you have any questions. Josh@ctutrading.com is my email. Otherwise, if you're interested in joining our live trading room, just go right down to the link on the green banner below the stream right there to get yourself started. All right, folks. I'll catch everyone coming up in class. Take care.